Hey guys, welcome. Some of you welcome back. Today's video I'm taking out the Razbam F-15E. I'm going to dogfight it a little bit. This is going to be half dogfight, half testing it out. This is going to be against three airplanes. It's going to be Su-27, F-14B, and at the end the F-16C. Initially I'm going to do two circle fighting just to get the rate of the F-15, see how it compares to the opponents. Then towards the F-16 I get more into how the F-15 should fight. It's basically a vertical fight. So thanks to Optimus for doing this with me. He's a very good dogfighter in DCS, so he knows what he's doing as my opponent here. Right now I'm in a two circle fight with the Su-27. F-15 is about 58,000 pounds, 60,000 pounds. It's about combat weight. Same thing for the Su-27. We're in a two circle fight, and what happens here is slowly the Su-27 is a little bit better, at least in DCS, and it's catching up to the F-15. I can be defensive and hold him off, stay fast, make it hard for him to get a shot, but eventually we'll either run out of fuel, he'll get lucky, or I'll make a mistake. So in the first case he actually did get me. In the second case I actually blacked out because I was trying to use that speed above 550, those G's, to kind of, you can see we go back and forth, he pulls and then I kind of pull away and then I pull and then he catches up. So very closely matched with the Su-27 in a two circle fight, but Su-27 is slightly better, at least in DCS. Moving on to the F-14B, this is the Bravo version. The F-15 would be better than the A, but the B, they were about equal in a two circle fight too. 14B, older airplane, but has those thin wings, so it can actually hold that two circle pretty good. Again, we're keeping it fast here. I'm showing kind of the end of the fight here. I tried to do something, made a mistake. He got a little bit behind me. Once he got a little bit behind me, I have bigger wings. What that means is I can force him into a rolling scissors. Once I force him into a rolling scissors, my bigger wings are actually going to give me an advantage. And within two circles, I actually get a shot at him and get him. Once I got him, his airplane wasn't working well, and then I got the second shot pretty easy. But yeah, two circle fight pretty evenly matched. And I haven't talked about vertical stuff yet. I will, I promise. But once we got into rolling scissors, the F-15 actually had the advantage.
Woo. That was a good one.
The last fight I'm showing you, by this time I started getting the feel of the F-15. The F-15, you really want to keep it vertical. What happened was, actually went vertical, he lost me. From the vertical position, I sighted him and came back onto his tail, and then he saw me at that point, and then we started. I was on his tail, and again, this is an F-16. If you want to keep it horizontal, F-16 is going to be a little better. Eventually, he kind of gets away from me because the F-16 is a better two-circle turner. That shot there was just to unnerve him. It wasn't meant to hit him, but Optimus is too good for that, so it was worth a try. Over here, I didn't have energy, didn't maintain it by the time I got onto his tail. I managed to stay a little bit behind him, try to pull once ahead of him to get a shot, and I didn't get that shot. And after that, I lost that energy that I had, the advantage, and he kind of pulled away from me. Once we got into this position, you don't want to stay in an F-15 in a horizontal fight, especially not with something like the F-16. You want to get into that vertical fight, and there's a way to do it vertically, even against the F-16. And let me move this forward just a few seconds to a point where I said I cannot sustain this. I have to do something now. So at this point, what I did was I switched the fight. I put my nose down into something called a vertical yo-yo, and I picked up that speed, and I engaged the F-16 in a vertical fight. I made him change the fight. Now this was good, but the only mistake I kind of made was when I went down, I didn't go down far enough. I didn't go fast enough. So I did pick up speed, but not enough speed. And because of that, he actually got one shot in quick.
Oh, so close.
Now we are in a vertical fight, and as I mentioned earlier, I started it off with not enough energy, so I was in this negative feedback loop where I was slowly losing. You can see the F-15 actually maintains the vertical a lot better against the F-16. In the horizontal, the F-16 will beat you. In a one circle fight, the F-16 will beat you. But once we get into this vertical, you can kind of see the F-15 starting to get a little bit of an advantage, even if the F-16 is beating me now. The trick is to have enough energy at the start of the fight, and we'll take a look at that in just a second. Here I actually did do a rolling scissors, a barrel roll, and kind of got behind him, but also lost energy. You can see he's a little bit faster than me. I'm at the very edge, just kind of letting the nose drop on its own to follow the F-16. But even though I'm behind him, it's not a good position to be in. You want that energy in the F-15. You need that speed. Now what you're seeing here is a vertical fight, and as I mentioned earlier, the F-15 is better at vertical fighting, and you can tell that the F-16, even though I'm not at a perfect speed, is having a hard time getting behind me. Eventually he does. He will get behind me, and that was because I started off initially with too slow a speed. Once that happens, I kind of do what Maverick did in Top Gun, the first one. I've had just about enough of this shit. And I put that nose down, I pick up that speed, and that's where the F-15 starts to beat the 16. Shit.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up, pull up,
So
pull up.
right now we're going to go up. We got about 700 knots. This is a Mach 1 plus. Not too realistic with the turning of a Mach, but that's fine. As soon as we go vertical, we're going to get out of that Mach. But that once we're on top, there's going to be a hard pull right here, and we're going to come right down. And then within 2 turns, we're going to keep up this energy. Keep this energy going. This is the F-15 fight. Not even the F-16 can withstand this fight right here. So when you got that energy going in that F-15, just keep it up there. Keep it going. Even at the top, we're at 400 knots. And there's just no way the F-16 can keep up with the F-15 in this position. So we're keeping it in a vertical, what we call stitching. And I actually get a shot. Here's my first shot. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing again. I'm getting excited here, and as I'm coming down, I get a second shot here.
Over G, over G. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Over G, over G, over G, over G, over G, over G, over G.
And then this is where I actually lose the fight because I lost him. At this point I lost him, and that's a bad position. It doesn't matter who's got a better plane. If you lose the other guy, you lose that advantage and you're at a big disadvantage. So eventually he actually, because I don't see him, he got behind me, and he got me with a very long shot, but he got me. But you can see that the F-15, if you fly it right, it will fight with any
Over
airplane.
G, over G, over G, over G, over G, over G, over G.
Hope you
over
enjoyed
G,
this video. Hope you liked it. Thank you, Optimus, for helping me out.
over
Take
G,
care,
over
and I'll
G,
see you guys
over
soon.
G. Over G, 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 over G.
Alright, good one. I lost you for a second. Alright, good fight.